Of course, marriages are failing everywhere. Marriages are failing in Nigeria, in China, in Asia, everywhere, all over the world. Marriages are failing, and it's not peculiar to people that are living abroad alone. But there are some peculiar reasons why marriages are failing for diasporans, people that are staying abroad. And that is what I want to talk about today. So, and this will help. This is for people that are already staying abroad, and then people that intend to come, people that intend to relocate, so that you will know how to make your marriage work when you start to stay abroad. Because it is not easy staying abroad. It is not. It's not easy when you stay in a place like US, UK. It's not easy because it's a place where if you're not careful, both of you as husband and wife will become co-tenants because there will be lack of communication. It's so easy. It's so easy to fall into that area in your marriage, to fall into that unfortunate pit in your marriage, if I can put it that way. So today I just want to talk about why marriages are failing. So guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much. But please don't forget to subscribe. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Don't forget to share, like, and hit the notification button. I beg you, the channel is growing and it must grow. So today, why are marriages failing abroad? A lot of marriages are failing. I am telling you, a lot of marriages are failing. I've had the privilege to speak with some people, because we see a lot of things here, and sometimes you wonder why couples that appear loving, all of a sudden their marriage has packed up. And it's real, it's happening. So today I want to talk about why marriages are failing. So number one reason why marriages are failing in the abroad, if I may put it that way, is wrong foundation. Wrong foundation is in two forms. For singles, wrong foundation is the failure of you asking. For some people that are single before coming into the US or the UK or Canada or anywhere, wrong foundation is when you fail to ask this question: why am I marrying this person? You need to know why you're marrying the person you're marrying. It is very important you ask yourself that question, so that you will not end up being a divorcee, so that you will not end up being separated from your wife or from your husband. It is very important for you to ask yourself, why are you marrying this person? Is it because of love? Is it because you are committed and you want this marriage to work? Is the marriage based on a godly principle? You need to ask yourself. And if you do not ask yourself that question and you end up getting married to this person, problem can arise. And then you find it difficult to settle matters. You find it difficult to reach an agreement. And before you know it, you're separated. And for married couple, people that are already married, the wrong foundation could be that both of you never sat down to discuss why you're coming into this country. Some people, when you ask them, why are you in this country with your wife or with your husband, the next thing they will tell you is, oh, we are here to make money. And that is why you see husbands, wives going out in the morning, both of them come back and they don't even see themselves, because all they are about, all they think is, oh, we're here to make money. And gradually, they start to lose intimacy. They start to lose the friendship that is between them. So wrong foundation is one of the reasons why marriages are failing in diaspora. Number one. Then number two is the fact that when you have this idea of, and this is about women, some women have this idea of, okay, this is abroad though, so women has more power than men. So because of that, they start to misbehave. Of course, there's some women that when they get to the UK, to Canada, to America, they turn around to be something else, because they have it at the back of their mind that, okay, yes, women are more powerful here in whatever they are than when they are in Nigeria. So they start to misbehave. They start to, torment. They start to act so unruly, uncultured. So many women have lost their identity because they are here in the US, because they are in the UK, they are in Canada, just because they think women are more powerful, and they start to misbehave. So that's another reason why marriages are failing in diaspora. Another reason why marriages are failing is the wrong interpretation of our culture. What do I mean? You see, in our culture, people say, you're as a man, as the head of the house, back home. It happens, but it does not happen. It does not happen in all families. But back home, some families, when the man goes out in the morning, even the wife will go out to go to work. The husband expects that when the wife comes in, okay, she should prepare food for him, well cooked delicacy, fresh. Some men will tell you that no, they cannot eat food that is in the freezer. They can eat food that is kept for 2 weeks in the freezer. You understand? They say that a lot in Nigeria. And when such men now come here, they start to act like, okay, I'm the head of the house. So when I go out in the morning and you go out in the morning, you still have to come back and cook. That is wrong. It can't work. Both of you are doing 8 hours. If you're doing 8 hours, your wife goes out in the morning, you go out in the morning, and both of you come back after 8-10 hours. Sometimes there are people that do 16 hours. And then you come back home and you still expect this woman to cook your native soup for you, fresh, because you don't want soup that is kept in the freezer. It becomes a burden on that woman. And she starts to nag you. Over time, she starts to resent you. And before you know it, both of you start to live as co-tenants. And after some time, the marriage packs up. It packs up because you're not in Nigeria. You are no more in Nigeria. Even when you're in Nigeria, it doesn't. We like to interpret some of these things in a way that will suit us. Because even if you stay in Nigeria and your wife goes out after facing all the traffic from morning till night, and you still expect her to come and pound yam for you, do you want to end her? So that's another reason why marriages are failing in diaspora. And it is important for us to take note of these things. Another reason is when there's lack of social life. Some people, because they work, because all they do, all they recognize is work and make money. All they do is just go to work every day of the week. They don't have any social life. And because of that, the wife is lonely, the husband is lonely. They don't spend time together. Before you know it, both of you start to, drift apart. And at the end of the day, the marriage breaks. Another reason is this. When there is no discussion about financial management in your family. You see, in Nigeria, of course, most people believe, okay, the man should be the one that will pay rent, the man should pay school fees, the man should do this, the man as the head of the house. Here in the abroad, it doesn't work that way, except if you want to deliberately end the life of your husband or your wife. Both of you have to sit down and discuss how you're going to manage your finances. And finance is one of the major things that breaks marriages here. Finance is one of the major things that breaks marriages, that breaks relationship. Because when you have the mentality that as a wife, your husband has to pay rent, your husband has to pay bills and every other thing, and you think because you're the wife, you're not supposed to do anything. You're just supposed to earn money and keep your own money and spend it on yourself. Then there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. So not discussing the financial aspect of your family, of your relationship, is one of the things that makes marriages to break up in the abroad. So please take note. And then another thing is lack of intimacy. And like I said it before, because of work, some people, all they do is work. They're no more intimate with their partner. They don't spend time together. Some people don't even make love to their partner in 2 months, because all they do is work. From work, they get home and they sleep, and they're just tired. Because out of 24 hours in a day, they work 20 hours. Some people, out of 24 hours in a day, they work 18 hours. So how do you expect to be intimate with your spouse when you spend all your time at work just because you want to make money, you want to be rich, you want to be able to, to flaunt, to show off? You need time. You need time with your spouse. You need to spend time. You need to be more intimate. You see, coming to a place like US, UK, Canada, it is very easy for your marriages to end if you're not careful. If you don't take into cognizance some of these things, some of these little things. If you get carried away by the money that you want to make, or you get carried away by the system that tells you that woman is more powerful, that okay, if you leave your husband, of course, you will have half of his property. It makes you miserable at the end of the day. It makes you miserable. So let us just be careful. Let us watch it. Marriage is sweet, but it's also challenging. It also comes with a lot of work. So both of you must be partners. Partners. It is important. And I pray that God will help us. Like I said, marriages are breaking everywhere. It happens anywhere. But, here in the US where I am, I've heard a lot of people talk about why they're having issues in their marriages. And that is why I feel it's important for me to come and talk about this thing. Another reason why marriages are failing is pressure from families. Some people allow their families that are back home, that are not even here to see what they are going through, to detect what happens in their home. For example, you and your husband, you're working and you know that, okay, you're making like 5,000 in a month, both of you together. And you have families that want you to always send $1,000, your own family alone, no? And you start to put pressure on your husband that, okay, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. You don't want to do anything just because you need to send money to your family. It doesn't work that way. In some cases, it could be that, families, like some mothers, some fathers will be pressurizing their daughters that, okay, I want to come and visit you, when it is not even convenient for both of you. Pressure from families. That's one of the things that breaks marriages in diaspora. A lot of marriages are broken. I'm telling you. I've seen a lot of people here that they came together as husband and wife, and by the time they get here, the thing just, everything will just start to go wrong. Some women, it gets into their head the moment they get here. They start to misbehave because they have this belief. People are already telling them that you are more powerful when you get here. No man can dictate what you want, what you should do or something. We need to be very careful. And I pray that God will preserve the peace, the fidelity of our marriage. And God will help us to know what works and what does not work. All right, guys. Enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.